Hi, Natalie Riser here from sportsbookreview.com. Stuart from talkingtipsters.com is on the line, and we are previewing all 10 Premier League matches taking place on Sunday. It is the final week of the Premier League season, and it draws to an end. We're now moving on to Newcastle versus West Ham. Neither teams fill me with a huge amount of confidence to back them to win. Are you going to play the outrights?
Yeah, I'm going to be putting a little bit of money on one of the sides in this. I'm not even going to go for a draw. I'm just going to go for a winner.
Are you? Who are you going for?
West Ham.
You're going for West Ham? Well, to be honest with you, Newcastle doesn't fill me with too much glee. But then West Ham as well, they've come from what? 1-0 loss playing Aston Villa, 2-1 playing Everton. You know, neither teams are really doing very good, are they, at the moment? And then their last head-to-head was 1-0. But that was to West Ham. So I suppose if you're going to back something, but then Newcastle do have the home advantage, which doesn't really mean anything.
Doesn't really go for a lot right now. There's an awful lot of unhappy people up north right now, I tell you.
Yeah, I know. It's almost like they sort of gave up a long time ago. We had it was like 9 consecutive losses or something, and they kind of broke that then with that draw. Yeah, it's a tough one. I tell you what I do like, though. One of my options was the West Ham and the draw double chance, and that's 2.2. Just covers the 2 options.
Yeah, I think you're okay with that. I think those odds are not too bad. I prefer the almost the 4.91 you can get at Pinnacle for a West Ham win. Sam Allardyce would love to put Newcastle down. He would love to see Shepherd would love to see Mike Ashley, just a bit of a slap around the face. He'd love to see it, and it's very, very likely to be his last game at West Ham as well. So go out on a bit of a high, a bit of a slap in the face to his old employer as well. I'm going for West Ham win.
Yeah. No, what's interesting, though, is the over 2.5 goals has the shortest odds, and that's 1.7 compared to the under, which is 2.25, as does both teams to score 1.7. So what they're kind of basically pointing towards here is both teams scoring and the over 2.5 goals. I'm not sure if I agree. I kind of thinking we're going to see similar scores to they did, in their last 4 out of their 5 head-to-heads, which have seen barely a goal. That's where I'm leaning towards.
That's what you're going for, is it? I think Bookie's probably right on this one. I think you're going to see a few goals. I think you're going to see both sides scoring. I think you're going to see a West Ham win. So you're looking at over 2.5. You're looking at both sides scoring. A West Ham win. Combine all of those together, I think you've got a fairly good set of odds.
I don't know. I just don't see it. Would you 1.7 though? That's got to be too low. I know you pulled a short odds bet earlier, but 1.7 to back both teams to score and a winner.
Yeah, that is quite short. I'll give you that.
Yeah. All right, but 4.75, not bad for a long shot bet. How much money would you lay on that? You going in heavy or just a couple of euros?
This time of season, last game, I'm still betting in pounds. I'm still betting off my old English account. So, I wouldn't be putting more than £10 on each of these. Frankly, it's end of the season. It's a very risky time. A lot of things go right out the window in terms of form and things like this. And, with players saying goodbye to clubs and managers saying goodbye to clubs and, the whole tour of the parade of honour or whatever it is they call it, I think that has issues. Let's put it that way. I would not advise anyone bets big on the last weekend of the season.
Or even the last couple of weeks, actually, we've seen some crazy upsets. Most notable last weekend was obviously when Chelsea lost, unable to score. We've seen some huge that none of us have been able to predict. So yeah, definitely bet with caution towards the end because you're just bound to see some crazy scores. But I just don't know if we're going to see the over. Let's wait and see. But it's not a bad bet there, West Ham. And then you said, what, 4.91 Pinnacle?
4.91 a Pinnacle, yeah.
Very nice, very nice. All right, we're heading over now to our last match to preview, and that is Stoke versus Liverpool.
All right.